We spoke to parents, teachers, school principals all over India to find out whether they are now willing to send their children back to school. And what we found is that the opinion on this is split right in the middle.
8-year-old Nitya and 11-year-old Nanika spend their time playing around when they don't have online classes. They live in Noida, a Delhi suburb where the positivity rate of COVID is way below 5%, which means there is little circulation of the virus. Thousands of kilometers away in Shillong, 8-year-old Ishan is in the same situation. The only difference is that Ishan's hometown Shillong is seeing a positivity rate of more than 10%. That means the pandemic is still very much a threat. Children thousands of kilometers apart but living the same life that the pandemic has forced them to. Parents of children say this is not the life that they want for their kids.
If we can take our children to the malls and take them up to the hills for holidays, most certainly we can send them to school. I do believe it should open with proper protocol. The parents should be vaccinated, the staff should be vaccinated, and whenever it opens up, the children should be vaccinated as well. But we will eventually have to learn to live with this virus, and it is important that children get as much normalcy as possible.
I think that Dr. Guleria's statement is extremely balanced and mature, because we can't get away from the fact that schools should remain closed. All over the world, schools are opening. They're opening in bubbles. They're being staggered in their opening, because we can't afford to lose out. It's been nearly 2 years now, and our children have no education.
In an interview to India Today, Dr. RANDEEP Guleria has said that districts having positivity rates of less than 5% should open up schools in a staggered way.
We will see an increase in number of cases, and that will count for the third wave. When it happens will depend a lot on how our behavior is. If we are able to have COVID appropriate behavior, if we have good surveillance, if we have good containment strategies, then we will not see a surge in cases, and we may be able to delay the third week to even up to 6 to 8 weeks.
Experts, vaccinologists and epidemiologists are of the opinion that much of the apprehensions around opening of schools is actually based on an alarmist sort of a discourse in India that the third wave is going to affect children severely, and that there is no truth to that. They say that many countries, about 170 of them, have opened up schools, and many of these children going to schools outside of India have not got the vaccine against COVID-19. This is an option that India must explore.
We need to remember that online learning cannot be a replacement for in-person school learning, where children interact with each other, and that contributes to their holistic development and learning, like physical, mental, social and behavioral development. So we need to open a school, and online learning is not a replacement. What policymakers and parents need to remember, that in an overzealous attempt to protect our children from COVID-19, we should not end up depriving them of quality education.
But not all parents agree that it's time to reopen the schools.
I am not ready to send my son to school yet. There are a couple of reasons for that. In our state, the rate of vaccination is very staggered. The positivity rate is above 10%, with an average of about 10 deaths daily and 500 new cases on an average. So keeping that in mind, I think prevention is better than cure. So I'd rather keep him at home for a couple of more months till we are more prepared towards this disease.
जब तक अभी वैक्सीनेशंस पूरे नहीं होते, 100% वैक्सीनेशंस नहीं होते, तब तक मुझे जहां तक लगता है इट्स नॉट सेफ, क्योंकि अभी अपने वैक्सीनेशन अभी अप टू मार्क नहीं आया है, और उसके बाद अगर बच्चों को वैक्सीनेशन के बाद अगर स्कूल भेजने का होता तो मैं एक बार भेजती।
ये ऑनलाइन क्लासेस का जो फिलहाल जो चल रहा है सिस्टम, हमें लगता है वो ही चलते रहना चाहिए। हम ये भी मानते हैं कि बहुत सारे बच्चों को ऑनलाइन क्लासेस की सुविधाएं उपलब्ध नहीं हो पा रही है, तो वो सुविधा करवाना वो सरकारों की जिम्मेदारी है, चाहे केंद्र सरकार हो चाहे राज्य सरकार हो।
Globally, it is estimated that every month away from school results in 2 months of learning loss. If that's the case, then children in India have already lost learning equal to 32 months. With Kumar, Kunal and SNEHA MORDANI, Bureau Report, India Today.